Hey everybody, Tiffany from stuffparentsneed.com. Let's continue the DIY fun. Today we're going to make a hand cream. So that's going to be something that is thicker and perhaps a bit more powerful than a typical lotion. And it only takes a handful of ingredients, and I'll show you the essential oils I picked out to go with it. We're going to learn how to make it together. You ready? Let's go. Okay, let me show you the ingredients that you're going to be using to make your DIY hand cream. You are going to need a 1/4 cup of shea butter, easy to find on Amazon. About half that amount, so an 1/8 cup of almond oil. You can pick a different oil. Jojoba oil is known to be really great for the skin, so that might be another great choice. Some people will choose coconut oil too. You've got some flexibility there. You're going to need a tablespoon of beeswax. This is another item that I found on Amazon. And then you're going to need about 20 drops of essential oils. For folks who just have the premium starter kit with Young Living, lavender is an excellent choice. You could also pick thieves just for the time of year when sickness abounds. You could pick Panaway if you tend to have aches and pains in your hands. If you don't own cedarwood yet, I would highly recommend it. It is actually one of the most inexpensive oils in Young Living's collection, and it does a lot of wonderful things, so it's great for your skin. I am going to be adding Palmarosa. It's not an oil that I use a great deal, so it's not one that I'm, going to say to people like, everybody run out and get it. It has been shown to stimulate cell growth. It has other benefits as well. And I happen to own it, so I'm going to use it for that reason. You do not have to have that oil. In fact, you really can do a whole wide variety of things. I looked in my desk reference for oils that are great for chapped, cracked, or dry skin as we head into the winter months. That's going to be a chief purpose. So I just want you to see what some of the options are in case there's something new that you might want to pick up for yourself. Or like I said, you can just go with what you already own. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, everybody, what I've done is I have put my shea butter, beeswax, and my almond oil, not my essential oils, into a glass container that I then put inside some water that is just starting to simmer a little bit. This is sort of a, well, I would call it a low-budget double boiler method. If you have a proper double boiler, that's great, but this serves just as well. We don't want to use the microwave simply because I think that has been shown to zap beneficial components out of the things you put in them. Yes, to some folks, microwaves are sort of controversial in that regard. So let's just play it safe and do it this way. It's honestly not that much trouble. And quite frankly, this might be the glass container that I use to store this hand cream in anyway, so I haven't even made more of a mess by doing this. Now, I learned when I was making my face moisturizer that this beeswax is kind of funny. It will sit in here and it just won't fully melt. So right when we get to this point where you hear it bubbling under the glass, I'm going to be removing this shortly. And what I found last time was after I took it out of its water bath, it finished dissolving, which was kind of crazy, but that's what happened. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to reach for something I can grab this with. I better turn this off. Safety first, you guys. I'm going to turn this off, and when I come back, it will have been sitting for about 5 minutes. That's how long you want it to sit in its liquid state. Cool down just a little bit before you add your oils. Okay, everybody, this is what your product looks like after it's been sitting for, I let it sit for 6 minutes. You just want it to cool down some so that that high heat doesn't damage your essential oils. If your heat is too high, it's going to ruin some of their beneficial properties. So, but you don't want this to start setting. So that you don't have to watch me get them out of the containers, this is 7 drops of lavender, 7 drops of palmarosa, and 7 drops of cedarwood. Again, as we said before, you could do any combination that you want. I think about 20 drops is good for this size, and then you'll just get to come all the way out. Every drop matters. Okay, give it a stir. That is all you need to do. I'm going to show you what it looks like after it takes its final form, which should take a couple of hours. Okay, time for our final shot, friends. This is the final product. This really is a very, very thick cream. I'd say it reminds me much more of like a salve than anything else. It's going to be one of those things where a tiny amount goes a long way. That's probably too much even for your hands. So it doesn't look like much, but I think it's going to be really moisturizing, really awesome. Smells good too. That's your end product.